Hello there. Today I will be covering how I currently trade, how I set up everything, how I set up my charts, my indicators, volume profile, and such things. The reason I'm doing this is because, as you can see here, two people here have requested an explanation on my strategy and the setups. Today I will be covering also the EMA settings and the chart. So, first I'm gonna give you guys a week review. So as you can see here, this is this last week, which you can see here. You can see that I have two small red days here, and that's because I actually reduced my risk. On Thursday and Friday, I was risking 200 in total, and on Monday, I was risking about 600. So my risk is reduced because my overall balance is smaller. It's about 1.1k now, which I'll show you now by removing my webcam. You can see here, I have about 1.1k here. That's my current balance. So as you can see here, this week was $470 in green. The overall risk is going to be lower next week, but it should be fine. So going to today, I'll turn off the executions to make everything cleaner. There you go. So first of all, I'm going to be covering the fact that I have regular trading hours on. This just means that when markets open at 9:30 New York time, that's when the candles start printing. So first I'll wait 5 minutes until 35, which is here. I do want to mention that I am currently on a 15-second chart. Okay? So, knowing that, what I do then is I put the volume profile on like this. The settings of my volume profile are as following. Row size 276, volume area, value area volume 70, total number of rows. Those are those settings. You see here I have an EMA. I don't always use it, but this is just for general direction. This is a 21 EMA. I currently don't really use it, but you can use this as just a form of support and resistance to give you a sense of direction. There's not much more to that. So, looking at today, I will be showing you guys all the executions today because I do want to be transparent to you guys to what trades I take. So, looking at today, right? You can see that the first trade was taken here. This was a very simple short of point of control. What you can see here is that point of control flips down. So I take a short at 38, which will be there. So on about a 6-point stop. So looking at it like that. TP was around a 125. That's how I usually do it. What you can see here is that I got stopped out. So the first trade was just a loss. Not much more to it, but I did reduce risk to this candle high. It's a bit hard to see, but if I remove this real quick, you can see this candle high here. So I got stopped out. Then I went to basically try that again. So I went for a long because we closed above point of control, which is in this case here. So I actually got stopped out here as well. I was targeting for these highs here. 6-point stop around 6-7 points. Okay. I do want to quickly mention that now I see I had a short at 38 and I exited at 37. So the first trade was actually a break-even trade. It was the second trade that was a stop loss. So currently for the day, I was on one break-even and one stop loss. So I was about negative $60 to make everything clear, right? So target, very simple, was this high. but obviously that wasn't reached. So my setups are very simple. You see point of control here. We close above point of control. I'm just looking for a retouch and a call, basically. I'm looking for an expansion higher in this case. So that lost. So currently, one break-even trade, one stop loss. Make sense? Okay. So moving on, what we can see here is, let me move it to this candle actually. You can see that the market breaks lower, right? We break below this low and we don't wick it. We actually just go through it. So at this point, I was pretty confident in just taking shorts. That's why in this instance, I actually shorted this. This is called value area low. So looking at that, right? Value area low. 6-point stop. 6. I entered on 30.25. Okay, 30.25, so that's good. 6-point stop. I got out at 96.5. So this is the winning trade that I ended up taking for about 5.63 R. You can see that I did add 2 contracts to this position to basically just scale into the position. So I went break even at exactly this low. Why? Reducing risk. And if this would stop me out at break even, then I just have another chance. So what you can see here is this is just basically just a break lower, a retest of value area low, and an expansion further down. What I do want to mention here is that I've also been asked why I use such a small stop. This is mostly because of the risk reward. As you can see, this was a 5.63 risk reward. But I do want to mention this is risky. The way I currently trade is very aggressive. So if you are not okay with trading this aggressive, then please do not try to replicate me. I'm just simply showing you guys my results and how I trade. If I now go to performance stats, I have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red days. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green days. So my win rate in terms of daily win rate is about just a bit more than 50%, which is good, but I lose. That's what I want you guys to see as well. I have losing days. I will have losing weeks. Monthly P&L currently is looking very healthy, but I'm not gonna sell you a dream. Okay? In terms of risk, if you guys use something like TopStep or whatever you prefer, maybe you want to use my link and go to Alpha Futures, that's also something you can do. Use risk settings. I risk 60 bucks, 400 profit target. Why these settings? Very simple. I want to be able to lose about three trades, and then I'll be done. Okay. Please use risk management. If you don't know how to do that, please ask me. I'll explain it. It's not difficult. This should explain these comments that I'll pull up again. So mark volume, that's this symbol here. The volume profile, I've shown the settings. This is found in here. I'm pretty sure it should be somewhere here. Here. So you take the webcam. You can see here on the left side, you click on this, and then if I remove this to the bottom, you can see here fixed range volume profile. Okay. So EMA settings, that was 21. Strategy and setup, I went over this. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this does explain some stuff. If it's still not clear, please let me know. God bless.